Do you ever find yourself feeling a little less steady on your feet than you used to? Perhaps your legs feel inexplicably weaker. Or you've noticed a new hesitation when you stand up or climb stairs. That nagging worry about losing your balance. About a simple misstep turning into something far more serious. It's a silent fear many of us over 60 carry. It's a fear that can slowly chip away at our independence, making us second guess every step. We often look for answers in all the right places. Better food, more exercise, maybe even a new pair of supportive shoes. But what if one of the very things you're taking to help your health, something you believe is beneficial, is actually working against you, subtly weakening your legs and increasing that unsettling feeling of instability? It sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it yet? It's a surprising truth that many people don't realize. In this video, we're going to uncover 2 common vitamins you might be taking right now that could actually be contributing to that very problem, secretly weakening your legs and putting your independence at risk. Stick with me until the very end, because what I'm about to reveal might genuinely surprise you and change how you approach your daily supplements. Let's dive right into the first one, a vitamin many of us consider essential for our nervous system, energy, and overall well-being: certain forms and doses of vitamin B6, specifically pyridoxine. Now, before you think I'm suggesting you stop taking all B vitamins, hear me out. Vitamin B6 is undeniably important. It plays a crucial role in over 100 enzyme reactions in your body, from metabolism to brain function, and yes, even nerve health. It's why you'll often find it proudly listed in multivitamins, B-complex supplements, and even fortified foods, marketed for its benefits in reducing fatigue and supporting a healthy nervous system. For many years, we've been taught that if a little is good, more must be better, especially when it comes to vitamins. But with vitamin B6, particularly the synthetic pyridoxine form often found in supplements, this couldn't be further from the truth. When taken in excessively high doses over an extended period, it can lead to a condition known as peripheral neuropathy. Peripheral neuropathy is a type of nerve damage that affects the peripheral nerves, those outside of your brain and spinal cord. These are the very nerves responsible for sending messages from your brain to your limbs, telling your muscles what to do, and relaying sensory information back to your brain. When these nerves, especially in your legs and feet, become damaged due to an overload of vitamin B6, the signals get scrambled or stop altogether. Imagine trying to use a phone with a faulty connection. The message just doesn't get through clearly. In your legs, this can manifest as a variety of unsettling symptoms. You might start to feel persistent numbness or tingling, like pins and needles, in your feet and toes. Sometimes it's a burning sensation, or even sharp, shooting pains that seem to come out of nowhere. But the most concerning symptom for our discussion today, and one that directly impacts your leg strength and stability, is muscle weakness. Your muscles might not be inherently weak, but if the nerves aren't properly telling them what to do, they can't function effectively. This leads to that feeling of weak legs, making simple tasks like walking, stepping up a curb, or even just standing for a short period feel incredibly difficult and precarious. You might notice your gait becoming unsteady, or find yourself stumbling more often, simply because your brain isn't receiving clear feedback from your feet, and your legs aren't getting precise instructions. Think about how much we rely on our legs every single day for our independence. The ability to walk to the kitchen, go for a stroll in the park, visit friends, or simply feel confident moving around our own homes. When your legs feel weak and unreliable, that world can start to shrink. The fear of falling becomes a constant companion, leading to a reduction in activity, which, ironically, can further weaken your muscles in a vicious cycle. It's a painful reality for many seniors, and it's a condition that can often be mistaken for other age-related issues, or simply getting old. But if you're experiencing these symptoms and taking high-dose B6 supplements, it's crucial to consider this connection. Why are seniors particularly susceptible to this B6 overdose? Well, as we age, our bodies often become less efficient at metabolizing and excreting certain compounds. Our kidneys might not filter as quickly, and our livers might not process substances with the same speed they once did. This means that a dose of vitamin B6 that might have been fine in your younger years could accumulate to toxic levels in your system as you get older, especially if you're consistently taking supplements containing much higher amounts than your daily needs. While the recommended daily intake for B6 for adults over 50 is around 1.7 milligrams, many supplements contain hundreds, even thousands, of milligrams. It's easy to think that if a little is good, a lot must be even better for energy or nerve health. But with B6, that simply isn't the case. The tolerable upper intake level, the maximum amount most people can take daily without adverse effects, is generally set at 100 milligrams. Yet, you can find supplements with 200 milligrams, 500 milligrams, or even higher doses. So, what can you do first and foremost? Become a label detective. Look at your multivitamin and any standalone B-complex or B6 supplements you're taking. Are the doses significantly higher than the recommended daily amount? Are they above the 100 milligram tolerable upper intake level? If so, it's a red flag. Secondly, prioritize food sources of B6, which are naturally safer and less likely to cause toxicity because the vitamin is packaged with other nutrients that aid absorption and metabolism. Foods like chicken, fish, potatoes, bananas, and chickpeas are excellent sources. And most importantly, have an open and honest conversation with your doctor or a trusted healthcare professional about all the supplements you're currently taking. They can help you evaluate if your symptoms might be related to a B6 overdose and guide you on safe and appropriate dosages, or if there are other underlying causes for your leg weakness. Understanding this surprising link is the first step toward regaining your confidence and strength. Now that we've shed light on the surprising truth about excessive B6, let's turn our attention to the second vitamin that might be silently undermining your leg strength. Our next vitamin might be even more surprising, because it's one many of us are told to take regularly, especially as we get older. For its perceived benefits in vision and immunity, vitamin A. Again, just like with vitamin B6, let me clarify. Vitamin A is absolutely vital for healthy vision, immune function, and cell growth. It's not the vitamin itself that's the problem, but rather the form and the dose, particularly when it comes to synthetic, preformed vitamin A, often listed as retinol palmitate or retinol, found in many supplements and fortified foods. There are two main types of vitamin A: preformed vitamin A, which comes from animal products and is also the form used in many supplements, and provitamin A carotenoids, like beta-carotene, which come from plant-based foods. Your body can convert beta-carotene into vitamin A as needed, and it's generally considered much safer because your body has a built-in mechanism to stop the conversion when you have enough, making it very difficult to overdose on from food sources alone. However, preformed vitamin A, especially in synthetic, high-dose supplement form, is a different story. Unlike beta-carotene, which is water-soluble and easily excreted if you have too much, preformed vitamin A is fat-soluble. This means it can accumulate in your body, particularly in your liver, and reach toxic levels if you consistently take too much. This accumulation can lead to a condition known as hypervitaminosis A, or vitamin A toxicity. The symptoms of vitamin A toxicity can be insidious and often mimic other health issues, making them difficult to pinpoint. You might experience headaches, dizziness, nausea, and even skin changes. But for our discussion on leg strength, the most relevant symptoms are bone and joint pain, and perhaps, most crucially, muscle weakness and fatigue. Imagine feeling constantly drained, as if your muscles are heavy and unresponsive. This isn't just a vague tiredness, it's a profound fatigue that can make your legs feel incredibly weak, even after minimal exertion. This muscle weakness isn't directly due to nerve damage like with B6, but rather a systemic effect of the toxicity on your body's overall energy and muscular function. Your bones might ache, contributing to a general feeling of bodily discomfort that makes moving around less appealing and more difficult. This overall malaise and physical discomfort can translate directly into a perceived and actual weakening of your legs, making you less stable and less confident in your movements. Seniors are particularly vulnerable to vitamin A toxicity for a few reasons. Firstly, as with B6, our bodies, especially our livers, may process and excrete fat-soluble vitamins less efficiently as we age. This means that a dose that might have been safely managed in your younger years could build up more easily in your system now. Secondly, vitamin A is commonly added to a surprising number of fortified foods. Dairy products, cereals, and even some margarines are often enriched with it. So, if you're regularly consuming fortified foods and then taking a multivitamin that also contains high doses of synthetic vitamin A, you could be unknowingly getting a cumulative amount that far exceeds what your body needs or can safely handle. While the recommended daily intake for vitamin A for adults over 50 is around 700 to 900 micrograms, RAE, retinol activity equivalents, many supplements contain thousands of micrograms, ARAE. The tolerable upper intake level is generally set at 3,000 micrograms RAE. Going above this consistently can be problematic. It's easy to think that if a vitamin is good for your eyes, taking extra will make them even better, or that boosting your immune system means taking the highest dose available. But when it comes to synthetic vitamin A, more is definitely not better. So, what steps can you take? Just as with B6, your first step is to become incredibly discerning about supplement labels. Look for the form of vitamin A listed, if it says retinol palmitate or retinol, and the dosage is significantly higher than the daily recommended intake or approaches the upper tolerable limit, especially if you also consume a lot of fortified foods. It's time for a conversation with your healthcare provider. Embrace natural. Food-based sources of vitamin A. Think bright orange and green vegetables and fruits like carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, kale, and apricots. These foods provide beta-carotene, which your body converts safely, giving you all the vitamin A you need without the risk of toxicity. Remember, your goal isn't just to take vitamins, it's to support your body's natural strength and stability. We've now explored two common vitamins, high doses of synthetic B6 and synthetic vitamin A, that can surprisingly weaken your legs when taken in excess, each through slightly different mechanisms. With B6, it's the potential for peripheral neuropathy, affecting the very nerves that control your leg muscles and sensation. With synthetic vitamin A, it's the risk of toxicity leading to systemic fatigue, muscle weakness, and bone pain. The critical takeaway here isn't to fear all vitamins, but rather to understand that while essential, the dose, the form, and the context of your overall health matter immensely, especially as we navigate our golden years. It's about being informed, being discerning, and partnering with your healthcare professional rather than simply trusting that more is better when it comes to supplements. Your body is a complex and finely tuned system, and sometimes, even the things we intend for good can have unintended consequences if not managed thoughtfully. Your legs are your foundation, your connection to the world, and protecting their strength and stability is paramount to maintaining your independence and quality of life. Remember, knowledge is power, and by understanding these potential pitfalls, you empower yourself to make better choices for your long-term health and well-being. Don't just accept that weakness is an inevitable part of aging. Sometimes, the solution is simply to stop doing something that's unknowingly holding you back. This information is meant to empower you, to spark a conversation with your doctor, and to encourage you to critically examine what you're putting into your body. Have you ever experienced any unexplained weakness, numbness, or fatigue that might now make sense in light of this information? Or perhaps you've been taking high doses of these vitamins and are now considering a change. What are your thoughts on this surprising truth? Please share your experiences and questions in the comments below. Your insights could genuinely help someone else who is struggling with similar issues, and it helps us all learn and grow together. If this video resonated with you, if it gave you something valuable to think about, please give it a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more people who can benefit from this vital information. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're here to bring you more honest, helpful insights, and practical advice to empower you on your health journey, helping you navigate the challenges of aging with confidence and vitality. Your golden years should be your strongest, most vibrant years, full of joy and independence. Keep moving, keep learning, and keep living your best life at every age.